Welcome to Maya's magical fruit salad adventure. This is Maya. Maya is a grade 6 learner who likes preparing and eating healthy foods. One morning, Maya decides to make a delicious fruit salad for her family. But when she checks her cupboard, she realizes she has no fruits at all. Determined to make the best fruit salad ever, Maya heads to the market to get some fruits, where an exciting adventure in algebra awaits. When Maya arrives at the supermarket, she realizes that she will need to solve some algebra problems for her to successfully gather all the fruits that she needs to make a fruit salad. Let's help Maya make a fruit salad by solving some fun algebra problems together. In the fruit section, Maya decides to first buy the apples and bananas. She is not sure how many apples nor bananas she's supposed to get. Let's take a few seconds to think of how Maya can represent her problem. How do you think Maya can represent this problem using algebra? If you said by using variables, then you're correct. Variables are symbols, typically letters, used to represent numbers or values that can change. Therefore, on a piece of paper, Maya represents her problem using variables. She uses X to represent apples and proceeds to use Y to represent bananas. However, Maya still hasn't solved her problem. She still needs to figure out how many bananas and apples she needs to buy. What do you think Maya should do next? Which algebraic concept do you think applies in the second step of Maya's problem? If you said Maya should represent her variables in the form of an expression, give yourself a pat on the shoulder because you're correct. In algebra, an expression can be a combination of numbers, symbols, and operators that tell you what to calculate but doesn't give you the final answer. Therefore, it doesn't have an equal sign. Now that we have figured out the second step of Maya's problem, what do you think Maya's expression is going to be? If you said Maya's expression is going to be x plus y, clap twice for yourself. Now that we have worked Maya's expression, we need to put an equal sign to the expression so that we can get the final answer. However, the minute we add an equal sign to an expression, it is no longer called an expression. It becomes a whole new algebraic concept. Does any of you guys have a clue or might have an idea of what this concept is called? Let's cheer for everyone who said the new concept is called an equation. When Maya adds an equal sign to an expression, we call it an equation. An equation is a math sentence that shows us that two things are equal. What are these two things? These two things are the values on the left side of the equal sign and the values on the right side of the equal sign. Therefore, the value of both the apples and the bananas that she will get will be equal to the total number of bananas and apples that she has to get. Which means Maya's equation is going to be the total number of fruits is equal to x plus y, which means the number of apples plus the number of bananas. While Maya is writing down her equation on her piece of paper, she remembers that she wants to buy twice as many apples as bananas. By doing this, we say that Maya is comparing, and comparing is an important concept in algebra. Do you know what comparing is? Well done to everyone who attempted answering that question. In algebra, we often compare expressions or quantities to see if they are equal or whether there is one that is greater or smaller than the other. In Maya's problem, which fruit is supposed to be more than the other? That's correct. Bananas are supposed to be more than apples. They are supposed to be 2 times more than apples. Now that we know that bananas are supposed to be 2 times more than apples, what do you think should change or what do you think we should add on our equation? On our equation, we are supposed to add 2 next to the variable that represents bananas. Which variable represents bananas again? That's correct. Y represents bananas. Therefore, we are supposed to add a 2 before the y. The 2 that we just added is known as a coefficient in algebra. A coefficient is a number that is attached to a variable. Now let's help Maya write her new equation on her piece of paper. Starting with the total number of fruits, we will all say Maya's new equation out loud on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Total number of fruits is equal to 2y plus x. Well done! Now that Maya has her complete equation, she decides that she's going to buy 4 apples. Do you have an idea of what's going to happen to the variable that represents apples, since now she knows how many apples she wants to buy? Raise your hand if you said Maya will need to replace the variable with the number of apples she needs to buy. Let's clap hands for the people who have their hands raised, because they are correct. The process of replacing a variable with a number is known as substitution. Therefore, in Maya's problem, she will need to replace x with 4. Remember that this 4 is the number of apples that she decided to buy. Now, can one person in the classroom tell us what Maya's new equation is going to be? Maya's new equation will be total number of fruits is equal to 2y plus 4. Let's clap twice for the person who gave us the answer. Let's analyze Maya's new equation to see what it consists of. In Maya's equation, we have a statement that says total number of fruits. This is the answer that we are working to find. This statement is then followed by an equal sign, which is a symbol in math that shows that the values on both sides of it are the same. We then have the term 2y. The 2 in the term is the coefficient, which is the number that is attached to the variable. The variable of that term is the y. This term is then followed by an addition sign, which is known as an operation. In algebra, an operation is a basic action that you perform on numbers or variables. After the addition sign, we have a 4. In the equation, this 4 is known as a constant. A constant is a number that does not change. Now that we have summarized this equation, let's try to solve for 3 things. The first thing that we need to solve is the number of bananas that she's supposed to buy. Secondly, we will need to solve how many apples she has to buy. Lastly, we will need to figure out the total number of fruits that she has to buy in this section. Now that we know what we need to solve, what do you think our next step will be? Clap once if you think we need to compare. Clap twice if you think we need to substitute. The points will go to those who clapped twice. In our next step, we will need to substitute. Can someone please remind us what substitution means? That's correct. When we substitute, we replace a variable by a number. In our equation, how many variables are we left with? In our equation, we are left with one variable, which is the y variable. Remember, the y variable represents the number of bananas that Maya has to get. Maya said the number of bananas is 2 times more than the number of apples. Which operation comes to your mind when you hear the word times? Times. That's correct. Times means multiplication. So in this case, it means to get our number of bananas, we will need to multiply the number of apples by 2. This means you'll need to replace the variable with the number of apples. It means you will need to remove y and put 4 in the space of y. But does this mean you're going to have 24 plus 4? Of course not. Can someone smart or can someone who understands help us here? That's a good attempt. So, remember we used the word times, which is multiplication. This means we will need to put the multiplication sign in between 2 and 4. So, Our equation will be the total number of fruits is equal to 2 times 4 plus 4. Now that we have two operations in our equation, we will need to follow a crucial rule used in algebra known as BODMAS. This rule will ensure that our equation is solved correctly. So BODMAS stands for brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. These letters tell us what to solve first in an equation. In our equation, do we have brackets? Of course we don't. Do we have orders? No, we do not. Do we have a division operation? No, we do not. Do we have a multiplication operation? Of course we do. Therefore, we will need to solve the multiplication operation first. Where is our multiplication operation used? In the 2 times 4. So what is 2 times 4? Let's all shout the answer. Our answer is 8. This means Maya will have to buy how many bananas? 8 bananas. Now we are left with 8 plus 4. Our next letter on the BODMAS rule is addition, meaning we need to solve the addition sign. What is 8 plus 4? 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. This then brings us to the end of our equation, which means the total number of fruits that Maya has to buy from this section is 12. Maya has to leave this section with 12 fruits. Now that we did everything that we needed to do in this section, let us do some data handling. Data handling refers to the process of collecting, organizing, analyzing, and interpreting data. In this section, we collected 12 fruits. 4 of these fruits were apples, and 8 of these fruits were bananas. Now that we have collected everything, let us give Maya a go-ahead to package these fruits. On the count of 3, let us all say, Maya, you can package your fruits. 1, 2, 3. Maya, you can package your fruits. And that was it, guys. Let us give ourselves a round of applause for helping Maya collect the fruits that she needs for a fruit salad and wish her a good luck on making her beautiful magical fruit salad.